What is the correct way to pronounce your stage name?
Lynx. Just Lynx.
Do people mispronounce this?
Nah, not that I know of.
Do people misspell it?
Nah.
And as short as your name is, relatively speaking, it's only 4 letters. Do you accept any abbreviations of this stage name, perhaps? Something shorter you're okay with people calling you by?
That's in the connection to Lynx?
Yeah.
No, they just call me Lynx.
Like, do people ever call you L for short?
Nah. Nobody call me nah.
Okay. No one calls you that, but are you okay with any abbreviations of Lynx,
Nah, I
or
don't
it's
want
so
that.
short?
Don't call me no L.
It's so short, it's just Lynx.
Yeah.
Now, for those in the audience getting to know you here for the very first time, care to share your username, your screen name, your handle on Instagram? Instagram.com/
It's Lynx9 with 2 L's. I really wanted 1 L, but it wouldn't let me do it.
And asking because there could be some fraud pages out there, some fake pages, some scammy pages representing you on the internet. So just wanted to hear what the official screen name was there, just so those in the audience are on the right page. Now, when it comes to this screen name, wanted to see if you could break a couple of things down. Starting with the number 9, is there any meaning behind that number? Like you mentioned, it's 2 L's, Lynx, 9. What is the meaning behind that 9?
9 is just May 21st, 1999, my birthday. You add it up together, it's 9.
Now, speaking of your birthday here, you had no problem sharing your full birthday, right? There are some recording artists that won't do that on camera. Why no problem here sharing your birthday?
What I got to fear, what I got, like, just, I don't got nothing to hide. I don't got no hidden motives or nothing, so, yeah.
Now, one last thing I'd like to get you to break down to the audience as well is in the bio of this Instagram on social media. You have the Roman numeral 2 in the bio. What is the meaning behind that?
Nah, that's a Gemini zodiac sign. Ain't
Oh,
no 2,
okay.
man.
Oh, you're right. I do see the other line there.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
got it.
But also too, like when I do my name like really fast, like cursor or something, I just write it like that and it comes out like a 2. Just so, you know. So when I do it with Lynx like that, it just comes out looking like a 2. So I just be putting 2 like that. Yeah.
Now, moving forward here, getting some of the basics for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time as well. Care to share your race, ethnicity, or nationality?
Honduras, Mexican, and Puerto Rican.
And which of these entities derives from your mother's side or your father's side, unless it's both?
No, my dad's Mexican and Puerto Rican, and my mom's Honduras.
And what's the main language you speak at this point?
Just English, yeah.
Be that as it may, do you speak any other languages aside from English?
I be speaking like some words in Spanish and nothing crazy though. Like nobody taught me though, so like yeah, I mainly speak English.
And even though no one taught you, have you ever took a foreign language class in school, perhaps?
Nah, not that I remember, no.
And speaking of your education, zooming out, how far did you end up getting with that?
I think like 11. I think 11. I don't remember. I went to a bunch of schools, so I don't really know. Remember, like I barely was going to school. I was going through a lot, so so I ain't really go to school like that.
So, in essence, you ended dropping out in the 11th grade.
Yeah, but stay in school, everyone. I'm most likely going to go back to get my GED and everything. I just got other stuff on my mind, a lot of goals, you know, so. But that doesn't mean my education stops. I still learn in other ways, even if it's not school. And as you know, I still learn. My mind has to continue to stimulate because my mind is just how it is. Like I love learning, though, you know, growing as a person. So.
And care to share the name of the last school you ended up attending when you dropped out, 11th grade?
I don't remember which one. I went to a bunch of different schools and alternative schools and stuff. So no.
Do you want to share any of the names of the schools you attended once upon a time?
I went to Savage Run. That's yeah. What I was just gonna say that one. Savage Run, yeah.
And how many alternative schools did you end up experiencing back then?
Just like I think two or three. Not, yeah. Because yeah.
And care to share the reasons of entering an alternative school 2 different times?
But like when I was in middle school, I was like, you feel me? Well, I'm not really close to my mom, but like I would like try like I don't really condone selling drugs. I'm not even like that. Like even when I got older, but I was trying to help my mom get some groceries, like help her get groceries and stuff. But yeah, I never condoned that. I don't even like that. Everyone that know me know I'm a man. They just they know not to play with me, but I don't really even want to sell drugs, none of that, do none of that. I just trying to help my mom. That's probably the only time I think, yeah, surviving.
And then what was the second time of entering alternative school for?
I think that's it, man. I wouldn't really listen. I wouldn't really go to school, but like so they didn't really like know what was going on. I didn't really want to talk to nobody. So yeah, like just
So stuff was happening outside of school personally to you where
yeah.
it distracted you from
Oh,
being in
heavy,
school.
a lot. Yeah, I was going through a lot. So I really was on survival mode. So I just didn't really want to be going to school and I didn't really was thinking about that.
And even though you dropped out in 11th grade, obviously there's 12 grades in the American school system. You were so close to finishing, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a year or two left. And just to be clarifying here, was it like the beginning of 11th grade? Was it like the middle of 11th grade? Was it towards the end?
That I don't remember, Smallz.
Okay, well, for lack of memory here, we'll just say, you had 1 or 2 more years left, right? 11th grade, 12th grade, and then you would have been done.
Yeah.
Any regret on not finishing that, relatively speaking, little amount of time left? Or was that the right decision looking back, being that you did face some personal issues
I don't have no
outside of school?
So I apologize, but I don't have no regret for that because I know I got other things and other goals I got going on, other stuff that was on my mind. So it's not like I was dropped out, had no plan, like nah, man. I always felt like there was always something more, something else, So, yeah. But I plan on going back though. So I'm gonna regardless, always get your education on.
And did any of your classmates end up becoming well known or famous themselves at the different schools you attended back then? Has there been an athlete or an
No,
influencer or
there's
celebrity?
people I know that were like connected to other, like hanging out with people that were kind of blowing up, yeah. But like they didn't really, yeah.
But as far as you know, classmates or schoolmates that you went to the same school with, none that you know have blown up.
Nothing, no. They always knew someone or something like that, yeah.
And when it comes to your education, that's as far as it got, the 11th grade. Didn't do a trade school after that or anything of that nature?
No, I plan to though, like I said.
Just curious
Matter
there.
of fact, I think I tried a community college, but HVAC, I did try that, but I ain't, I don't know, I ain't really stay in it. But always, still learn, do different jobs, all that, definitely. I do condone that, yeah.
What was your reasoning why that ended back then?
Because man, like my soul gets like when you're not doing something that your soul feels happy, you're gonna feel depressed. Like whether like it's not even that you're depressed because something happened. No, it's not like you're doing something that you're not like happy doing. You feel like there's something else, and you're literally getting depressed, but your soul will get depressed, and then I would just feel something like off, like something that I have to do something else. So that's why I just was left, But shout out to everyone doing community, all that college. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, man.
Now, let's take it all the way back here for the audience,
Yeah.
okay? For those, again, in the audience getting to know you here for the very first time, care to share where you were born.
Philadelphia, North Philadelphia.
And care to share where you were raised as well?
Well, I was there, and then I moved to Florida when I was young. I don't remember, like under 10 or something like that, around there.
Rough
And then,
estimate.
yeah, and then I went back, and then I went back to Philly, and then I went back to Florida, and then Virginia. I went over there, and then I just went back to Philly for like a couple months. Then I went back to Florida, and ever since then I've just been like in and out, but mainly I've been in Florida since then, like residing. Yeah.
Now, you mentioned Florida several times here. You
Yeah.
also mentioned Virginia. Do you want to get any more detailed on what part exactly of Florida and what part of Virginia? Like
Yeah,
certain
Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
In Henrico County, I think. In Florida, man, I lived a bunch of places. I moved around a lot. I was outside a lot, you know. So I would like, man, I don't know. I just stayed around like I, my dogs own like a corner store in Miami Gardens. They let me stay there when I ain't had nobody, you know, because they know that everyone that knew me, you know, I didn't really have nobody. So I went from there. I used to stay, man, what trap houses, trailer parks, warehouses. The warehouses was bad. Like they were always like selling drugs and shit like that and doing drugs. And like, I remember when I was at the warehouse, like they was like they had like a bunch of pit bulls and baby pit bulls because she had like a bunch of, and then I would be like the only one feeding it because they would forget because they be on drugs. You feel me? So like that's why I'm like really close to animals. You know, I don't, but that I just was in that type of environment. I had nowhere else to go. That's the only places I would find like I would like think they my fam or something. I don't know, man. Like I would look for it, you know. So, but yeah, but I lived a bunch of places too. So yeah.
Because of all the different moves in your life,
Mhm.
if there was a circle chart of 100%,
Yeah.
what percentage, what city do you think you were raised the most in growing up? Like, would you say 30% in this city was the most because of all the moves? Like, what place did you, would,
I ain't gonna mainly Broward. I mainly was in Broward a lot though. I love Broward. Like I like to be there more, you know. But I was there. I was in West Palm, Miami. But mainly Broward though. Mainly Broward.
do
Yeah.
you want to put a percentage on that of just your raising? How much time you
I
spend in
don't know.
Broward
I
County?
don't know the percentage, but I know I like it there more. I was there more. You know, I'm used to that more. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Shoot.
Now, for you, what was that really like growing up in Philly, growing up in the variety of places of Florida, growing up in Richmond, Virginia? What was that really like in any of those areas, if you care to share?
Well, Philly, I was just with my grandma. But my abuela, she didn't really want me to stay with her because like she know I'll be outside. You know, like you know she's older. You know, so I'm not gonna do that to her. You know, so but I'm closest to her out of my family. But I ain't gonna lie. What really impacted me, I think, just being outside since young. You know, like in areas I'm thinking that's my family and my friends, you know, because they was always on drugs. Like have like you know friends. I don't do no drugs, but they were doing drugs and they would like stab each other and like try to shoot each other and go to the hospital after and still be friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? They literally be trying to kill each other, and so I'm just like what the fuck? Like you feel me? So I just didn't really have like the best. So I just like to keep myself as way as possible.
Now, when it comes to drugs,
Mm-hmm.
have you always stayed away from drugs, or
Yeah.
have you ever experimented with any of that
Nah,
stuff?
probably like weed. Um, I ain't really did no pills and none of that. Here and there, like when I was young, nah, but I ain't really that. Nah, I ain't no shroom, none of that. None no shroom, none of that. Like I'm too scared to take no. I ain't gonna lie, Smallz, cause I'm very like intuitive. I can be very intuitive, like you know. So I don't wanna. I'm good. Yeah.
And You know, some of the places that you mentioned you were housed at growing up,
Yeah,
trailer park,
yeah,
trap house,
yeah,
things of that nature. I do want to break some of these elements down because, you know, some of these elements are depicted in entertainment in the forms of like television
mm,
and movies and lyrics and music and things of that nature,
yeah.
music videos, the visuals to some of these songs and music that people hear this sort of thing.
Mm.
But curious, what was it really like growing up in a trailer park? What was it really like growing up in a trap house?
Well, when I was in the trailer, I wasn't there for long because it was all ripped inside out. Like I ain't had nowhere to go. So the lady had it in her backyard, and she told me it wasn't like new or fit. It was like the floors are ripped out. There was like a beehive in there. The windows broken, no AC. It was like really good. Like God, I ain't gonna lie, it was like really like bad. Then so I wasn't there for long. So that was, just doing that was kind of hard. Like, it was hard, I didn't like, it's not good. It's not good for nobody. And then trap, that anytime with warehouse and when they was doing they just, I don't really like. It's not good environment, man. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. Like they not there in the mind, So they like, like so it's like they doing cooking crack, selling crack. Like what the fuck, like. I mean, I was around. That's just what I was around, but like it's not cool though. Don't do that. Don't be around that stuff. Like you feel me? Like I never did. No, I didn't even want to sell drugs when I was there. Like they know. They be like I'm a protector. I'm a protect, but like ain't no like I ain't want to do that. Like, it's not me. Only time I really like did it was survive. And help my mom when I was a kid. But like it's not good because I recently like in March, I got out again. Like you feel me? Like and it wasn't like trap, but it was like where I was staying at. She it was like a elder lady, like my landlord. But I used to look at her like my mom. I call her my mom, but she was always on with doing drugs. You feel me? And I used to come home like, hey ma, how you doing? Like, and she like smoking the pipe, you feel me? She telling me she love me. I'm thinking that's my life. It's just not good for the mind, you feel me? I went through a lot. Like my last two interviews, I was living in that situation. So whatever I said and whatever I was going through, you feel me? Like I'm thinking junkies, my mom like come and then she used to like laugh at me because my dreams and um feel me? Like
And for those in the audience that haven't seen those interviews,
yeah.
care to share the names of those platforms that you're referring to there?
Shout out Off the Porch, Dirty Glove Bastard, and then Mystic Temple. I think yeah, she's sweet, very kind. Yeah,
Okay, now when it comes to like the trap house and things of that nature that you just described, is
hmm
it just like what's seen in music videos that people depict in television and movies and so on and so forth? Or are those more exaggerated than what you experienced? Or
yeah. I mean, every place is different. State, every child is different. Like some might not have all drugs, some might have all. It depends on the people doing selling. So it's just different each time. And in the movies, sometimes I will feel like they would have to exaggerate it to make it look a certain way. But some places not like that. And some places it is really like that. Like I'll wake up, my dog's shooting outside the door, like right there in the window, open like gambling. But yeah, but
has there been something that you saw entertainment wise, like a music video or uh, a television show or movie that was as realistic as you experienced?
man, DJ Smallz, I don't really watch TV or movies and shit like that. Like since I was like 10 or like 11, 12, I watch TV. Like really, I don't really watch TV. So yeah.
Why not? There are some that love television.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know, my mind can't keep staying there for long and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just had other things in life goals. I like to write stuff down. Yeah, it just wasn't in the TV like that. And then I just went through a lot, so it just never really helped me. It's not gonna help me what I was going through. So
Now, speaking of goals, what
yeah.
is your ultimate goal here? You've mentioned that several times during this
Uh,
interview. You got
Goals,
goals. You got this. You're
man.
chasing something. What is
Yeah,
the
like
ultimate goal here?
so, you know, music, what businesses? I got a bunch of businesses. Like there's nothing wrong with having like vision board. Hold on, let me put it up because I want to show you could have it on the wall, print out pictures, or you could do it on your phone. I just want to show everyone. Can you see it? Like, oh man, yeah. So you can have like a little quote, stuff like that. Yeah, I'll show you some, but there's nothing wrong with having the kids out there. There's nothing wrong with having like a vision board. You really supposed to, you could change it every month, once a year, every few months. I have that one. I haven't changed in a while. That one's like really important. I got things, so that's why I ain't changing. But I plan to, keep changing. Always keep growing and changing, for the better though. And also your vision boards.
But what is the ultimate goal, though? Yes, you have a
Man,
vision board, certain things you want to happen, but what is the ultimate thing
like
you'd like
you
to have
talking
happen?
about for my life or career? What you?
Wherever you want to take this question. If you want to share all of them, you can. It's up to you.
My ultimate goal. I just like, man, I'm really selfless, man. I like to help people. So yeah.
Now, for you, growing up in so many different places,
Yeah.
and the description you presented previously was not great, right? A lot of struggling and things of
Yeah.
that nature that you've went through,
Mhm.
and a lot of negative,
Yeah.
right, that you've experienced. But on the positive, on the opposite end of the spectrum, what do you think was the top point for you? No matter where you lived, what was your most positive moment? What was the highest point you reached growing up, no matter the location?
Positive. I don't know, man. I feel like I thought that was I knew that like some of that stuff wasn't positive, but I felt like just being around some of my dogs, I thought it was my dogs, and some I'm thinking that's positive. That was I was having fun, like being around, think my family, you feel me? So I don't know, man, positive living situation. I always had like problem living situation. I ain't gonna lie, since I was a kid, yeah.
Well, what about music? Would you consider that one of the most positive experiences for you growing up?
Yeah, but you asked me living, but yeah, music definitely positive. But if it living, yeah, but yeah, music definitely positive. Working, I like to work out. I've been slacking a little bit. I've been having a lot, taking care of. But yeah, man, uh, music definitely helps. So I haven't done it in a while, but I definitely like doing it. Like whenever I do it, it's just nothing. I just have fun. I really just hear a bunch of melodies and I just put words together. That's all it is.
Now, why or how did you get into music specifically? Because, there's some kids that get into athletics, there's some kids that get into art.
Yeah.
Why music of all things for you
Um,
back then?
it's just I don't know. I be having fun, and then the people I was around, they liked it. They said do it. They still do it. I don't, but they still do. But I don't really like. I'm not focused on that right now. I'm gonna get back to it, but I know I got good melody. Like the melodies I be doing, it's really it just comes smooth or something. So I don't know. It's cool. It's like fun. There's nothing wrong with it. And if it's in you, it's in you. Nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can take away what's meant for you, your purpose or your skills and talents. No matter if you're 30, 40, it don't matter about that age because everyone has like different processes of their, life to what they gotta do. Don't let nobody be like, oh, the 30s and this, that, you dress and you gotta do this. It's like, no, don't, just live as long as you happy. As long as you're happy, live for yourself. That's all that matters. And as long as you know who you are, nobody can tell you who you are. So
Now, do you recall what age music started for you or what grade you were in perhaps when you started getting involved with that
like
talent
I think
there?
like 2 years ago, I really started to take it serious. But I ain't. But yeah, I just like getting perfecting my craft with it. Yeah. And when I make my music, it's not like sometimes I'll relate to the song and sometimes I won't. I'm just making music. So don't think it's always like me or not. So I'm just trying to make good music, people can like too. So
And at this point, what genre of music do you consider yourself?
I really like rap, like hardcore, like crazy rap sometimes, like, but I won't rap that. I won't rap that. Like, I don't be wanting to curse like that because I know people. I'm aware, you know, people are listening, like kids and stuff. And I'm not saying like make kids, music, and all that. But I'm just saying, like, there is great music out there that ain't talking about crazy things all the time. You know, they might curse a few times, yeah, but they not cursing all the time. You know, so you could hear great music, like, you know, it could be rap too. I ain't talking about. You can make other music too, like them pop and all that, but they got rap out there that's, you know, so you just gotta be very talented, you know, and have a big imagination.
Have others recognized this when it comes to your music? Have others recognized, hey, you don't curse that much, or you're not talking about this like others do?
Yeah,
Have you
people
received that
notice.
type of feedback or
Yeah,
that comments or?
yeah, people notice. I notice them myself when I do it. I just be trying not to, you know, but sometimes I feel like I gotta, don't be too hard on myself, because I be too hard on myself a lot, because I'm always thinking about the people more than myself, you know. But I'm just, you know, that's how I am. Yeah.
Now, do you remember how you were introduced to that genre of music, rap? How did you get involved with rap? And not even just
Mm-hmm.
getting behind the mic and creating and recording the music. I'm talking about here more or less, how did you get into that
I
genre?
just
Did
don't.
someone put you on to rap back then? Was it just around you growing up? How did you get into that of all genres?
When I was outside, and they was just always listening. Yeah, now people would always listen to rap around me. Excuse me, I apologize, but I've always liked the rap, and I like melodic rap too, but I like melodic rap a lot, actually. That's what I like. But hard rap too, I like that too, but I would just want rap that.
And, just thinking back, was rap the first genre of music you were introduced to? Or if not, what was before rap came
I
into the
think it
mix?
was. I think it was. That's why I still like, you know, I just like that.
And do you recall what prominent artists you remember from back then when you first started getting into it? Or albums or song titles or.
And uh, I don't remember that small. It was like I don't like. It just was rap. Like they were playing like Gucci Man, the Young Scooter too. And when I was in Richmond, Virginia, they played that. Street Lights, you know, like what else? I always listen. Only two right now I could think of right now. Yeah.
Have you had the opportunity to meet any of these people you just
Nah,
mentioned?
man, not yet. Not yet.
And any other memories of those humble beginnings with music for you that you want to share with the audience? Like, were you ever the type of kid that did talent shows back then, or did you try open mics and so on and so forth?
Nah, I ain't never did it. Mm-mm.
And creatively speaking, how do you do what you do at this point? So, for example, are you a writer or do you freestyle and punch in?
I can't, man, I just freestyle. I hear melodies sometimes. It's put together in the song. I just do it, and then sometimes it's just melody and it's kind of like a rough draft skeleton, and then I'll hear it again, and if I like certain melody points, and I'll just write to it, you know, stuff like that, or I just do it again, and then try to make the song complete.
And were you
Yeah.
always like that, like even from the very beginning, or were you a
Freestyling?
writer at first and then you developed into this freestyling method?
You know, it's crazy you say that. I actually just freestyle all the time, but like my old songs I got in the vault, there was like one or two when I was like really like my very first songs. I wrote to one of them. I think like yeah, like I can't. I ain't gonna say I can't do that because you can always do, you know. But I don't. But I just don't initially to do that no more. I just freestyle. Just go with that. I feel
But
it's good.
just for clarification, not to
Yeah.
confuse you here, just your history when it comes to creating music. Were you a writer at first or freestyling
I
at
would say
first?
freestyling because that's more continually I was doing it. Yeah, for the longest. Yeah.
So then when there would be times you would write, do you recall why you even wrote? Like, did someone influence you to write, or was that just natural experimentation
Nah,
for you
that's
back then?
why it's very shocking because that one time in like my very first songs I put out, I wrote to it. That's why it's very shocking 'cause I don't even do that like a lot. I don't do that now. So yeah, that's why.
So do you recall what got you to do it back then?
Nah, I just did.
And what would you say has been your biggest song so far in
My
your
biggest
music
song.
catalog? Yes.
Probably the ones that I haven't put out. Like I took it out. I did put them out back then, but I took them out. I'll say like Cancun. I like Cancun. That one's very special to me, you know. But there's another ones too. There's like one more, but I took it out because I'm still perfecting my craft, you know. Yeah.
So, if anyone wanted to look up your music at this point, the only platform it's available on is YouTube.
Yes.
And why YouTube of all platforms? Because this same content you could have on other DSPs.
Man, I don't know. I used to try with DistroKid, but I ain't gonna say nothing, man. I ain't gonna speak bad about none company. I just didn't want to do it no more.
So then for you at this point, the only music available is New Chapter. That's the name of a project. All the songs from this project are on this YouTube channel of yours. And again, just in case there could be some fraud or scammy channels out there representing you, what is the official channel name here that they can find you on YouTube?
On YouTube, I think
Yes.
it's like Lynx King 9. I'll be switching this. I'm saying it's a Lynx King 9. Yeah.
And there are 8 tracks on this YouTube channel of yours. You have them on a playlist, but one is deleted.
Mm-hmm.
Why was that one in particular deleted of the 8?
I don't know, cause I feel like I could do better on that one. Yeah.
Now, you mentioned before you ended up taking it down, your biggest song at the time that you recall was a song called Cancun.
Cancun.
Now, was that song freestyled or written at
Yeah, that
all?
was freestyle, but when I first recorded it, it didn't come out how I wanted it to come out. So like, I dropped it like fast version, cause I just don't be caring um, what anybody think about me, and I just like to be different. And I like people to be like, oh, well, I don't really like people to like say something, but people would judge whatever, but it's not even really like, that's not really who I am to core. I'm just people gonna say whatever. I don't really care, you know, cause I know who I am. I know I can make music, so.
And this I don't care attitude, this mentality, has this been something you've always had and you were always like, or maybe there was a time when you did care and then it developed into this at some
No,
point?
it's only about what I think of, what if I care what people think of me. That, and just in that matter, I don't care. Like I don't care what nobody think about me, no, because you should know. Everyone out there shouldn't care what nobody thinks of you, because that means you living for someone else. Don't be scared. No, as long as you know yourself. That's why you guys, it's very important to know yourself. Find yourself, be alone, and once you know yourself, nobody can tell you who you are. Nobody gonna tell me who I know, like.
Now, in the beginning of this conversation, just talking about you growing up and things of that nature,
Yeah.
you shared some negative experiences with
Yeah.
your upbringing. And then I asked you, what your most positive moment was, and music happened to be one of them.
Yeah.
But, on the negative side of things, on the opposite end of the spectrum for you, what do you think was the bottom point? You shared some negative aspects of your upbringing, but what do you think was the lowest point? Or,
Man, I ain't gonna lie, cause when I was in the trap, bro, and everyone, bro, nobody was there for me, bro. Everyone like a banner, bro. That shit when and then one of my dogs at the time, that he used to pull up over there, and he was the only one, bro. He used to give me, I don't ask nobody for nothing. He used to give me like money for food, and I'd be in the car with AC. He used to help me, keep me sane. I'm around like a couple 8 junkies in there, cause it was a band that turned to band, and man, that was like, it kind of like, you know. But I ain't gonna say that was one of them that really kind of did something.
now, with all these experiences that you grew up, especially the negative side of things,
Yeah.
mentally, has this been something you sought any professional help over?
No, cause I'm very strong-minded and I know myself, but there's nothing wrong with talking to someone, you know. But yeah, there's nothing wrong, but I just didn't, you know. So I know. So, yeah, be strong.
And where does this strength come from? Because some of the stuff that you've experienced, there's some people that would fold.
Yeah,
There's
like
some
on
people,
drugs and stuff. Yeah,
well,
they
not
probably
even that. There's some that could, commit
yeah
suicide
commit
over some of the
suicide.
stuff, you know?
Nah, man. You just gotta be strong. Like
Where does the strength come from for you?
man, me being spiritual. I ain't gonna lie, cause that's the only thing that helped me, gave me hope. Like, cause I didn't have no hope. I ain't gonna lie. I used to think, like when I was young, I'd be like, oh, when I'm 13, I'm gonna die. I used to like put like, so. But it's just a spirituality, like the universe, yeah, stuff like that.
And was that how you were raised, the spirituality? Were you
Nah,
raised to be spiritual, or this was your own thinking here, your
nah, it
own
just
decision?
came to me like when I used to like dream and stuff. Yeah, I used to, but yeah. I was dreaming it. I didn't like, and then when I just followed it, it made sense years later, and it would come to me, and it's like, why is it come like things and stuff coming to me? Because I didn't even know about things were gods and all certain things. I'm like, what, like people, all that. So I don't know, man. But all I know is everything happens for a reason, and I feel like when like it's gonna your purpose is gonna tap into you, whether you like it or not. It's gonna everything your destiny is gonna tap into you, So that's all that was happening. It shaped me to the person I am now.
Now, there are some that grow up and they're raised to follow a religion and things
Mm.
of that nature. Were you raised to follow one yourself?
Nah, nah. I think my mom, I think she Catholic. I don't know. I don't know my dad. I don't know my dad. My mom, I'm not really close to her like that. And my grandma, when I was around her, she just I don't know what she is, but she like I think Christian, Catholic or something. But I love all religions, man. Listen, all religions, and as long as it's positive, it has nothing to do with like worshiping no money or nothing to do with no evil. Like, as long as it's positive. But I love all of it. Yeah, all religions, yeah.
And this grandmother you're referencing, mother side of the family or father side
My
here?
mom's side.
That was the one in North Philly.
Yeah.
Now, for you, you mentioned that there was a thought you might not make it past 13.
Yeah. All the time. All the time. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Trust me, like you were saying, like I was hopeless. I didn't want to do this. Like, but spiritual, just being spiritual helped me. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, I just did it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having like goals, writing things down, spiritual, like having. There's nothing wrong with that. Who cares what nobody think?
Now, you have passed the age of 13.
Yeah.
So, asking you this then,
Yeah.
what do you make of that outcome? Now that you are on the other side of that equation,
Man, keep fighting for like fighting for what you know what I'm saying? What I believe is what's meant for me. I don't care what nobody think. I don't care about this, that, no, cause I make sure other people see like look at this difference, this differentness that impacted me. That's like very mystical and like I want people to see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, certain things is a calling. So other people, not just is what it is, because it's probably other things you have to do too. So, yeah, man. So you just got to keep fighting for it, keep trying, connecting, all that,
and knowing what you know now, on the other side of that coin, hypothetically speaking, what would you have said to your younger self back then, if anything?
yeah. Man, I tell them I love them, because I ain't love myself back then. Because nobody loved me, for me. So, yeah.
And at this point, you do love yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
And how did you get to that point?
Um, just like the universe, because they love you, feel me? So,
Now, I asked you a variety of questions here just in
yeah,
regards to your upbringing,
yeah.
but anything else you want to mention about it or question you weren't asked? People want to know just about your raising, your upbringing, that sort of thing.
No, nothing that I can think of, you know. Yeah.
And what's the status with you and your parents at this point?
I don't know. I don't know my dad since I was a kid, and my mom. It just never was like, you feel me? I don't really want to say too much because my grandma, she told me that, you know, but my mom knows, she know, and my grandma know, but I wasn't born, I ain't, for to you know, and I ain't come up here to say anything like this, so I'm just let it be. I'm just gonna let it be.
Okay, well, moving forward, asking you a couple of other questions
of course,
here.
anything.
Now, you have done some other interviews,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're doing this interview here. So, going to ask you a few of these questions as well, just in case some things have changed from those in the audience. Maybe they have had comments about you or, you know, judgment on you and things of that nature. So, and it doesn't even have to be related to the interviews. This could be some other facets people have been wondering about of you as well. But let's get to the gist of it with this. Okay, now at this point, what is the biggest misconception of you? What's a wrong or inaccurate idea people may have about Lynx?
A bunch of things. I ain't gonna lie, I got it on my. You want me to,
Sure.
you want me to say the whole thing or just that part?
It's up to you.
Look. So people understand. Okay, look. I never mess with no trans. I'm straight. Yeah, I'm not gay, but I got nothing against people that mess with trans. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, I never did nothing with that, but like back there, I don't play like that with that. But I never been with a big girl, but there's nothing wrong with big girls. All women are beautiful, you know. Yeah. What's it called? That everyone, like you, everyone is perfect the way they are. You know, love yourself. What's it called? What's it called? Oh yeah, I got nothing to do with that semen retention. You feel me? Like, cause they be thinking, I don't know what they be thinking, small. But listen, man. Like, listen, bro. I get hard back to back all day, every day. I don't take none of that. You feel me? Cause they be trying to play like, man, listen, bro. She coming on my shit. I'm seeing that shit and her body language, all that ain't faking none of that. You feel me? Cause they be thinking, but I'm just not a hoe, small. Feel me? They think I don't get no, and I'm just not a hoe. They think, but I don't. Yeah, so you feel me? I rarely even have to eat it. I promise you. When I was with my ex, you feel me? For years, I rarely had to eat her shit. I just hit. You feel me? But I only ate it the rare times because I love her. But I ain't even need to because they be trying to play with me small. Like, you feel me? Got me messed up. What's it called? Oh, I never tried to have sex with my friends' girls or friends' exes. You know, the real friends don't do that, bro. You feel me? I don't want to have sex with, if she's in a relationship and if I don't know him or her, like, wouldn't even want to do that. I'm just not even like that because I don't even want that energy on me. You feel me? That it's weird. It's just, she not even right. You feel me? That ain't me. I don't have no tattoos. Remember, like, you perfect the way you are. You know, love yourself. You know what I'm saying? For the people that think I don't get females, I actually do. I'm just really picky. And even when I'm out with my dogs, I make sure. Man, when I was in the trap Smallz, I used to bring 2 girls to them. But the thing is, when I talk to girls, they be messed. They lost in their brain. They like on some whole shit. You feel me? Like, so I don't want that. So I give it to my dog. But I actually get females. But just a lot of them just messed up. You feel me? They not right. You feel me? But I actually do. I do get females. Yeah, you feel me? I don't got no problem talking to girls. None of that. I'm just really picky, and I'm just not a hoe. If anything, a woman missing out on me, cause I'm greatness. I already know. I know my worth. You know what I mean? For the people that think I can't keep a relationship, cause I don't know where they got that from. I've been with my girl. You know what I'm saying? With my ex years. You feel me? I left because I wanted to get my stuff together. She wanted to be with me, but I wanted to get my stuff together. But Cause she didn't know I was living, like, remember I told you in March I left that house and the lady was on drugs. She looked at her like my mom. I looked, yeah, so, but what's it called? Yeah, like, you feel me? She ain't never did me wrong. And to all the men out there, man, don't let no woman do you wrong and cheat on you. Don't like that. That ain't happened to me. But don't, you feel me? Don't accept that, bro. Have your self-respect. And all y'all need to be strong. Y'all guys need to, I don't know, y'all tripping for that. Y'all don't be doing that, man. I don't know what's up with y'all. Y'all need to love yourself, bro. Be alone, find someone else or something. Get your stuff together in other areas of your life, you feel me? If I irritate anyone's soul, then you got negative energies and demons in you that you need to work on. Hold on, let me see. We getting into all this right now. The women I like. Oh yeah, no OF. Any girls, I don't like no women with OF. You can't be a hoe. Knows what they want. Mentally mature. You gotta keep growing. No tattoos. And if you do, you can have like a few, just don't get no more. You gotta love yourself. You feel me? I like pureness. That's how I am. If you don't got no genuine intentions for me, don't even waste your time, cause I'ma know. Like, I don't trust me, I'ma know. Yeah, I don't like the whole man. I just like I want to like be with someone I could be with in every lifetime. That's what I believe in. For the young girls out there though, don't care about, like, if you want to like really find someone that really matters, the things that really matter in life. Don't care about no money or fame or like sex or looks. You know, have self-respect and morals, and don't do OF, because that's like form prostitution. I don't care if you're not, it's no news. You still, other people, they're doing whatever they're doing. They're sending energy to you or your photo. That's still energy. And if a lot of people are doing it, trust me, everything is energy, and it can affect you. Oh yeah, support women who teach young girls and women to be classy and have self-respect and boundaries. And if they friends teaching the same thing, support them too, you know, because we need more of that in the world. And then what else? There's things that people need to hear in the world. So if you let a man cheat on you, then you're not a woman of God. You feel me? And as long as we just gotta separate. Like, if you want to accept that, you want to do that, that's on you. You want to accept that, that's on you. But just know you're not a woman of God. You feel me? So just keep it like that, you know, because these young girls are you messing with their brain. You feel me? If you want to do all that. Keep it off the internet. If you cheat and like to have sexual misbehavior and to lust, keep all of it off social media. Don't condone your wrong behavior. If you're doing it, it's ruining the kids. Yeah, people, it's like a false reality. Or just have a couple girlfriends. Like, you feel me? Like that. And yeah. So, yeah, man, I already said don't do OF, man. That shit not cool for the young girls out there. It's really not, man. It's like, it's not cool. Feel me? Like, find a job, get a job, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have some purpose, have a vision board, like, write stuff down, like you were not born for like sexual, everything. A lot of people in this world, they think sex is everything. They lost, bro. They lost in this world, bro. Feel me? What's it called? So you lose yourself if you desensitize yourself. In order to grow more as a person, you have to feel emotions and cope with reality. Have self-respect and love yourself. Some things I kind of repeated, so I apologize. But what's it called? Hold up. Oh yeah, don't do surgery. Make sure someone loves you for your natural self and not an illusion version of yourself, you know, and love yourself, you know, because when you get surgery, you try to find a guy or girl gonna love you. It's not even a real you. You didn't even love yourself, so you're gonna bring insecurities and other things into that one, and then that person didn't even love you for your real self. Like, people be a delusional and delusions and shit, bro. Yeah, man. If a man isn't loyal to a woman, and if a man isn't loyal to a woman who is loyal to him and she's loyal to him, how can you be a leader for his people? Like, how can you be a leader and like you know what I'm saying? They aren't even loyal to someone they're around every day. You know what I'm saying? they're around them every day, and they're not even, how can you be loyal to leading other people and all that, you feel me? So don't, if you want to do all that, don't be trying to say you like a leader and all this, you for your people. Don't do that. I ain't trying to hear that, bro, because you're not even, you feel me? Just, if you don't want to be loyal, just don't try to be some other position or role. That's just not you. You messing with, you deceiving people. You feel me? Real men and adults apologize when they wrong. If they can't, then they're not no real adult. They need to grow up as a person, you know? Cause like, you feel me? If you're not honest with yourself to admit when you're wrong and apologize when you're wrong, how are you gonna be able to learn the lesson and grow and, you know, see more? And like, y'all need to grow up, bro, for real. Like grown people, parents and all. I don't, it's, man. Okay, okay, if someone claim that they love they people and humanity and love all, make sure they love their own skin, they love they self, they love their people first, you feel me? They can't be talking down about them and then saying like they be all over, I don't know what's up with people, man. Y'all, make sure y'all read between the lines and stop getting fooled, misled by people. Always remember, find people who have genuine intentions for you. Don't have people around you who you call friends and family and try to do you wrong for money and sex, excuse me, and have sex with your woman or talk down on you when you dead or alive. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, in the afterlife, the truth gonna hurt. I promise you. You gonna, man, spirits, and when you see things, it's gonna hurt. Friends, family, make sure you just have genuine people around, bro. Because you know what I'm saying? People true colors show when life looks hopeless, so pick your circle wisely. Praise women who are not sexually available to a lot of men. Just because you forgive someone, it doesn't mean you gotta trust, talk to them, or be around them again. You could forget, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter your ages, chase your goals and dreams, and don't let nobody limit you. It's okay to get inspired, but don't forget to embrace your own individual self. People that limit others don't have big dreams and goals because they limit themselves. Be open-minded. How you treat others is a reflection of how you treat yourself. Only people who do not love themselves can stand people who disrespect them, business or not. If you don't feel like you have a purpose, change what you're doing and what you're spending most time in. And as long, if nobody loves you and accepts you, I do. If you feel abandoned, misplaced in this world, you always have me. I always believe in you. As long as you change for the better and are trying to change for the better, and it's showing and that you're trying. Let me see. And that's all my notes right there. So let's go back to your questions, man.
This ex, is there a chance that you two could get back together in the future at some point?
Man, I don't know. I left to get myself right. She cool. Like, if she not in another relationship, yeah, but I don't play that. So if she gonna let shit, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? But but she know like a lot of men out here fucked up. You feel me? So she not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like even if she do move on, she know like to carry herself a certain way. You know, I taught her. She told me I taught her to become a better woman out of everyone else. You feel me? But I was trying to get myself right. I got nothing bad against her, man.
But if you do get yourself together to a certain extent or a certain
You want me
point,
to be with her, Smallz? What's up?
just posing the question here, and she's not with another
In the
individual, would
future,
you
yeah.
spin the block?
In
Would
the
you?
future, if I'm feeling it and how see how she is in the mind and all that, we'll see. But I don't know right now, man, because right now, I'm trying to get myself right, and you know, that's still my best friend, you know. Like even if I ain't trying to go back there, that's still like, you know, I was there for her, you know, when nobody was, yo. So I ain't gonna do her like that, but I ain't gonna talk bad and do, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know about being with her, you know, sometimes you could just feel something about being with her, you know what I'm saying? But that's still that shit.
And you know, for those in the audience wondering as well,
Yeah.
your lip here, what's the deal with the lip?
It was chilly outside. When I came to ATL, I wasn't prepared to put no chopstick on, and I kind of like, I'm like, you feel me? I got a bit a little bit, so but it's nothing that crazy. I ain't tripping. I bit just today, so it was a little shit like yeah, kind of bit a little bit, but it's okay. Yeah, thanks for asking.
Well, I asked you a lot of questions here. You know, is there anything else you'd like to mention before you depart? Is there anything that you said during this interview you want to add on top of what you said? Is there anything maybe you want to retract from what you said here?
Man, I love y'all. And I'll always be there for you if nobody's there for you. Um, shit, just try to find yourself. Be alone, get find yourself and love yourself, and stop trying to get off. So if you have to get off social media for a little bit, don't be no follower. Stop trying to be someone else. Always, always understand that like everything you see isn't really what it is. These people, you know what I'm saying? Especially like social media, man. People be faking, man. So just love yourself, get your stuff right. Like find someone you love, man, and just get out the way, move. Like just, you know what I'm saying? Just find someone you love and just get out the way. Cause this world all messed up with that. They don't know about that love, you feel me?
Any last words?
Um, yeah, man. Never give up on yourself, you feel me? And you feel me? And always feel what you right. If you feel like, and even in relationships, like if you feel like they no good or they not growing, cause that's really why with my ex, like I taught her to help her become a better woman, but sometimes she wouldn't keep like growing, you feel me? And I ain't really with that. I ain't really want to say, but I still love you, feel me? Like, but no. But I love everyone though, you feel me? Like I'm there for everyone. You feel me? Cause I understand like this world can make you feel like alone. Because if you seen how it is, they don't have no morals and principles. They, you know. But yeah, man.